Hey, how you doing? My name's Kevin O'Neill, and I'm actually here to bitch a little bit about LeVar Ball. Actually, I'm a huge LeVar Ball fan, but I get stuck watching that show on Facebook and watching him raise his kids. And the first thing I want to say is I think he's an unbelievable dad. I think he does put his kids first, and I think he loves his kids to the extent that most fathers should. And he has always put his kids on a basketball pedestal, and obviously he has three prodigies. But what I found pretty, I would say, uncomfortable is watching him in this last couple years with LaMelo. You would have thought that he would have learned from his mistakes with Lonzo, but he hasn't. And there was an episode that I just watched, and I know you're basing everything on episodes, but I think it is kind of real in the aspect that that's what he wants, is people to know what's going on behind the scenes. But a scout had called LaMelo's manager there and said that they were worried about if they draft him first, every time if he doesn't play enough or if he doesn't start, that LeVar is going to be up his ass. Well, you know what? How LeVar handled that has kind of changed my tune on him, and I think it's absolutely terrible of what he said. He said, that's who I am, blah, blah, blah. You know what, LeVar? LaMelo is 18, and you did a fabulous job raising three boys. Your boys are unbelievable. Like, they really are. I thought the coolest moment I saw with Lonzo was on the show Rooks on ESPN. He goes out and buys every one of his teammates a Christmas gift, which, yeah, it was an expensive Christmas gift, and yes, he can afford it, but he did it because he wanted to, and you can just see generally that kid is a great human being. He surrounds himself with good people. He's not flashy. He's completely real. You've done your job, LeVar. Lonzo is kicking ass and taking names. Lonzo is probably my favorite player in the NBA only because his ability to play basketball at the highest level, but more so that he is a true human being, and he displays that. And, you know, the one thing I do love about the show is you see that. You see how great it is. But I got a little advice for you, LeVar. I think you should watch the show. You have three boys that love you unconditionally, and I think are so unbelievably grateful for everything that you've sacrificed to get them where they are. But you know what, LeVar? It's now time for you to take a step down off that pedestal and let them be the leaders. They're not kids anymore. And I'm going to quote you, or not quote, but I'm going to give the conversation that you said, I don't care, that's who I am. You have one chance to allow your son, LaMelo, to fulfill his ultimate dream. One chance to be drafted number one in the 2020 NBA draft. You have one chance to do that. So in 10 years, when you look back and said, you know what, I should have shut my mouth and let LaMelo do his thing because I've already done what I needed to do. I got him there. Take your advice from 10 years from now. You need to step back. If he doesn't get drafted because they're worried about you, that is an absolute shame. And shame on you as a father for not putting him first. LeVar, you have kicked ass. Your kids kick ass. Your kids are great human beings. You've done your job. But step back. You're hindering the possibility of allowing your son to fulfill the greatest dream that probably most people can't even fathom. He's going to walk on that stage as a lottery pick because of you. But don't ruin that for him because you're worried about Big Baller Brand and who you are. Because I can guarantee one thing, LeVar. I can guarantee it. If Big Yank, if you were going to be the number one pick in the NFL draft 20 years, and a scout called you up and said, hey, we're worried about your father, are you telling me that you wouldn't go to your dad and beg and plead, Dad, I love you, I appreciate you, but you need to take a step back? I guarantee your father would do that for you, and you need to do it for LaMelo. If you can't see that, then you know what? I'm here to tell you, man, step the F off. You're a great father. And the whole Big Baller Brand. Watch the goddamn series that you run. Watch the show. If you can't see the pain in your kid's face every time you bring up that damn brand, here's the thing. They want to be a part of the brand, but they want to know that you've changed. They want to know that you're not going to be this ignorant asshole that you can't tell anything to. It was okay for that persona to be, forefront getting to you where you need to be, but now you're there. You're at the top. Now step back. And you know what? Your kids will be a part of the brand. You don't think they want to be a part of the brand and pay you back for everything you've done for them? But Jesus Christ, take a look in the mirror, man. You got a kid that's about ready to fulfill the ultimate dream. And Lonzo is being the ultimate big brother to try to guide him so he doesn't make the same mistakes that he made. Come on, man. Please, take a step back. You're a good dude. I will support your brand, and I guarantee your boys will support the brand. But you gotta show them that you're willing to put them first and not yourself, man. If you can't see that, then you know what? I say you grab a big bucket of chocolate chip cookies like you like and 18 gallons of milk, whatever you need, and you need to sit down and watch the Facebook show from start to end. And you need to learn a lot about your kids and what they're going through, because that shows a lot, and everybody out there can see it, but for some reason, you cannot. Let LaMelo shine, man. This is his time. I'm sorry, man. You're not getting drafted. This is your dream, I'm sure, for him, but let him get the goddamn dream, man. Step off. Lonzo, take it to the next level, man. You're awesome. Everything you're doing is great. I have high hopes for you. You're 22 years old. You got Zion, but that teammate about Zion only looks as good as he does because he's got you putting the rock right up by the rim where he's just got to jam it home. No offense to you, Zion. You're also one of my favorites. However, without Lonzo, you're not all the way there, but you know what? Lonzo's going to get you there quickly. And you know what? Lonzo doesn't even want the credit. And you know, that's what's great about him. But LaVar, you do need the credit. And you know what? You got the credit. There's not a person in America that doesn't think that you're a kick-ass dad and you did what you needed to do. But you know what? Show everybody you can change and show everybody that you can step the F off, man. Come on, man. You got this in you. I know that. I know that. Your brand will thrive when your kids believe in you. All right, man. Don't make this about you. My name's Kevin O'Neill, and I'm just keeping it real, LaVar. I love you. I love your family. I love what you've done. I love your brand. But LaVar, step off, man. You can do this, man. It ain't about you anymore. It's about LaMelo. Lonzo, LiAngelo, you guys rock. All right. All's out. Goodbye.